On a cold winter night in Chicago, a janitor named Daniel cleaned the floors of a large hospital alone. Every night, he worked silently while doctors and nurses rushed past him without noticing. Daniel always carried an old lunchbox with him. Inside it was a small handwritten note that simply said, "Keep going, one more day." Nobody knew why he kept that note for years. During the day, Daniel lived in a tiny apartment with almost no furniture. He never bought expensive clothes. He never went out with friends. And every month, almost all his salary disappeared. People thought he was poor because he made bad choices. But the truth was completely different. 10 years earlier, Daniel's wife had passed away from cancer. Before she died, she held his hand and whispered, "Promise me, you'll help people who can't afford treatment." Daniel never forgot those words. So for the next 10 years, he secretly paid hospital bills for strangers. A child needing surgery, an old man needing medicine, a single mother who couldn't afford treatment. Daniel helped them all quietly. The hospital staff never knew who was paying those bills. One night, a young nurse accidentally discovered the truth after seeing Daniel transfer his entire paycheck to a patient's account. She was shocked. "Why would you give away everything you have?" she asked. Daniel smiled softly and looked at the old note inside his lunchbox. "Because someone I loved once needed help too," he said. The nurse couldn't stop crying. A few weeks later, the hospital director learned Daniel's story. Soon, the entire hospital staff stood waiting for him in the lobby after his shift ended. For the first time in years, people applauded for the quiet janitor nobody had noticed before. Daniel looked around in silence. Then he whispered, "She would have been happy to see this." And for the first time in 10 years, Daniel finally cried too.